Surrey was going to be the location that I think the immigrants will come. I saw the development that was happening, and I knew what was going to happen down the road. I could see that it was difficult for everybody to not, afford the rents in Vancouver, for example. So, the homes were being built out here. People were coming out here, necessity. The lines were being built here. I knew that Surrey was going to become a huge cultural and a food, center city, basically.
Paris, Singapore, New York, Surrey BC. Yeah, you may not consider Surrey BC to be one of the culinary centers of the world, but according to Food and Wine magazine, it could be the next big thing. Let's face it, Surrey's not known for its amazing food, but that could be changing. And today I'm going to go over a CBC news story about the Food and Wine magazine showcase of Surrey becoming one of the next big culinary destinations. Because I'm not really one of those real estate agents that likes to pump their city and tell you how amazing it is and that you have to move here. But hey, when something happens and Surrey gets a little bit of good press, I'm going to take the opportunity to share it here, because this is not only a real estate channel, but it is first and foremost a Surrey BC real estate channel. And of course, if you would like to stay up to date here on the market, go ahead and click subscribe. And as a little bit of an offshoot here today, go ahead and make sure you click the like button if you like good food. And trust me, I'm just as shocked by this article or this video as you are. So I didn't even wear my contacts today. So sorry, you're going to have to put up with the glare. I even wore a collared shirt today. I wasn't expecting to be on camera, but let's hop into it and see what it is the CBC or Food and Wine magazine even have to say about the Surrey BC culinary scene.
Ah, Surrey, where a sprawling metropolis meets plenty of green space, and where you might still be able to afford a backyard.
Hey, real estate talk. You might be able to afford a backyard. Well, not according to anybody in the comments, but according to even the CBC and, hey, everybody else living in Vancouver, it's still technically affordable.
The
More
fastest
affordable.
growing city in British
Fastest
Columbia
growing
has
city.
a reputation. Not always a fair one, but
We
this
do. Did you see that dig? The city has a reputation, not always a fair one, as they show the RCMP cars in the background, alluding to Surrey having a crime problem, or at least the reputation of such, and the RCMP in the background as well, which is a whole nother side note right now. Currently, if you don't know, the city of Surrey is looking at removing the RCMP and putting in their own police force. Food and Wine magazine. Okay, let's get on to the topic. This is a food video, not a Surrey crime video.
This is something to be proud of.
Look at that.
Surrey, a world-class culinary destination.
First I heard of it.
Food and Wine magazine has just dubbed Surrey one of the next great food cities in the world.
Really?
I love talking about food. I found food blogger Raj Tandi, who's lived her entire life. We're here at her favorite restaurant and to hear what she has to
Dragon
say.
Walk. Never been.
Title.
Never been.
Chicken corn soup is like my absolute go-to at Dragon Walk.
Chinese.
It like reminds me of my childhood.
Chinese style Indian food or
It is
Indian style
unforgettable.
Chinese food?
When you heard Food and Wine magazine said Surrey, the next great food city, what was your reaction?
First, I almost cried because I love this city. And second, I was so like vindicated. I was like, I've been saying this for years.
I have not
but,
been
like,
saying this
Surrey
for
has
years.
the best food scenes.
So tell me, what sets Surrey's food scene apart for you?
For a long time, people would know that we have Indian restaurants. But
Tons of
even
Indian
within the
restaurants, big Indian community, a lot of Punjabi style food. But what they're eating right now, I'm going to see if they talk about it, but trust me, what they're eating right now is good stuff.
community now, you know, you'll have a South Indian restaurant, you'll have a Punjabi restaurant, Bengali even, and then beyond that, like we have this whole community of Pakistani restaurants, Bangladeshi restaurants. Like I love Dragon Walk because it
pretty
encapsulates so many things I love about the Surrey food scene. First, it's here in File Plaza, which is like the hub, the heart.
Hey, check that out. If you are closing on a deal Buckley Hogan, one of our most highly recommended law offices, is actually in that plaza. So next time you buy a property with us and you go to sign your lawyer's documents, you could stop by Dragon Walk and check out their food.
Part of Surrey's food scene.
There it is.
Secondly, it shows a beautiful like microculture inside of Indian food. Indo-Chinese is really distinctly
Indo-Chinese, what we affectionately here in Surrey like to jokingly call Chindian food. It is amazing. Think of the best things from like kind of North American deep fried Chinese food and all of the best parts of Indian and the spices and the flavor of Indian food and the heat.
from a region of India, Calcutta, where there was a lot of immigrants who came over from China, and to preserve their own culture, but also to build a new life, they started these street-side restaurants. So this is another, uniquely Indo-Chinese thing. It's called Manchurian. So Manchurian is kind of a cross between fried Indian fritters, like pakoras, and like a more...
Look at that. Do you see that? That's basically a pakora and sweet and sour pork had a baby together. I think I might be putting back on that 40 pounds I just took off.
I'm gonna call it like a food court style Chinese sauce, like a really sweet sauce.
It tastes like a pakora that's been, slathered with this delicious sweet and sour sauce.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm in.
And so that is, Manchurian is very much like a uniquely Indo-Chinese feature. And I feel like that's something that you get in India, or you get it in a region that is really specialized in different foods, like Surrey. Like it's really a unique offering.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. My Shanty. If you don't know about My Shanty, I'm sure she's about to tell you all about it, but this is Vikram Vij's South Surrey restaurant. So Vij used to have I think it was called Vij's in Vancouver. I don't even know if it's still there. I've tried to go there before. You couldn't even get in. And then so Vikram Vij came out to South Surrey and opened up a restaurant there many years ago now. This is fantastic. This is one of those restaurants that's only open for dinner. So when you have a restaurant that does like one or two servings, kind of, they open at like 5 p.m. and close at like 10 or 11. That's how you know you get a good restaurant. And obviously everybody knows Vikram from Dragon's Den.
Really talk about Surrey's food scene without coming here. Celebrity chef Vikram Vij's place.
The best.
I would say he put
There
the
he is.
culinary scene on the map. Why Surrey? Why not Richmond? Why not Burnaby? Why not some of those other cities? What did you see in Surrey that you thought this is it?
I had just had that feeling that South Surrey was going to be the location, or Surrey was going to be the location that I think the immigrants will come. I saw the development that was happening, and I knew what was going to happen down the road. I could see that it was difficult for everybody to not, afford the rents in Vancouver.
Look at that. Not a real estate video on a real estate channel, but even Vikram is talking about the real estate prices in Vancouver being too expensive. So he decided to look at the future opportunity and go outside of the area and look at Surrey as the spot of opening up a restaurant. And let me tell you, it has been wildly successful.
Example. So, the homes were being built out here. People were coming out here, necessity. The lines were being built.
Nice real estate tie-in. This is great.
Surrey was going to become
Wally. That's Wally, downtown Surrey.
Cultural and a food, center city, basically. I think.
Like if you don't, so there he is having a Moscow Mule. So at My Shanty, the drinks are just as good as the food. The food is amazing. The drinks are absolutely fantastic, and it's really cool because Vikram is actually there. I've been there a few times now, and he always comes around to the table, says hi to everybody. It's really awesome. He's got some jokes that he reuses, so if you go multiple times, be a little careful of that. Don't make the mistake I did and call him on it, because I called him on using the same joke on me a few times. I don't think he appreciated it too much. I feel bad. I actually felt bad immediately after doing it, but anyway, amazing, amazing, amazing food. Probably the best restaurant in Surrey.
Truly humbled and honored to be that person that saw the vision 10 years ago, and to come out here and to create a space that is so beautiful and create a working environment that is so beautiful.
Amazing wait staff, by the way, proper waiters.
That people absolutely love and respect. And I'm truly humbled by it, because at that time it was, a little bit of a risk, right? It was a total risk.
So as you were starting to develop the menu here at this restaurant, what did you have in mind as you're thinking about this community and how they would respond?
If you don't know where this is, by the way, you can't miss it. If you get off the freeway and you're crossing 24th Avenue, crossing the freeway, down 24th Avenue, it's on the left. And those mirrors, that little shimmer it has, you cannot miss it. It's just in and around the Morgan Crossing Shops area.
receive your food here?
The menu was based on little travels to Jaipur and Udaipur and Rajasthan and South India and all over India, because I had traveled extensively. And the idea was still to bridge that gap of beautiful traditional Indian food, but by using produce from our backyard, from the Fraser Valley, from the farmers,
Fraser Valley,
from the
shout out.
fishermen, from the wineries that are here, for example.
Part of the vibrancy of
Look at that.
Surrey's food scene is the
This is
growing
Cloverdale.
Black
This is my
community.
hood.
Surrey is now
What's
home
in
to
Cloverdale?
the
That's an
largest Black
industrial
community in
area.
all of BC, and I'm here in the middle of it appears nowhere, right next to a parking lot.
Wait a
About
minute.
to
I have no idea what. I did not know that this is literally a few kilometers from my house, and I had no idea there is a restaurant here at all.
talk to the chef of Tommy's Jerk, and he says it's his community that gave him the encouragement to open right in the middle of COVID.
Get scrubbed and they come back out.
Woo!
So fire is unforgiving. And that's a lesson I learned. I've done this enough times, and I don't know why I just
Jerk
put my
chicken.
hand in there.
I didn't know.
Vancouver isn't the place necessarily known until
High protein,
us
this is good.
for jerk chicken. That's back in Toronto, right? So I get the people that come from Toronto, and they want to let me know they're from Toronto.
So a lot of people don't understand that we don't have a large Black community here compared to other areas back east. So when we do have people coming in and looking for situations like this, where you have this kind of jerk chicken type of restaurants, I didn't even know this existed. So this is pretty cool. I might have to go check this out.
in this street and that street, and that's what a jerk scene is. True. However, things have changed.
So why did you even pick this location?
There
We're
were 3
literally
locations.
in the middle of no.
Does somebody think? I think I need to go get this shirt. Jerk is what I do, but for a completely different reason.
Nowhere. Come on, friend.
It's not middle of nowhere, but
And we're number one.
it's an industrial park.
So I just got, why did I choose this spot? There were 3 spots. I wasn't exactly sure which one. There was a spot in Vancouver, there was a spot in Poco, and there was a spot here in Surrey. Those are the 3. When I first signed the contract here, there was nothing but an empty parking space. And when I signed the contract that day, there was like a tumbleweed that went by. It was
Wow. It's
I
like
was
a Sea-Can
oh, boy.
restaurant.
Inside of the Black community, the BBABC, the BEBC, the BIPOC Foundation, they were just, a couple of years ago, they were all starting out and trying to find other Black-owned businesses and give their support to them and rally the troops around them. And so I'm grateful for them. Those are the 3 that gave me my greatest start. The BBABC with Nuris and her whole crew, they pulled up here in the middle of nothing. I had one little baby grill that you get at a big box store for $58, and that's how I got started. And I was like,
And they pulled up here with what?
her family, her husband, and the kids, and they were like, and she went live on her feed, and I was like, whoa, oh my goodness, like if you see the thing, and then they've been supporting me since day number 1.
So these organizations.
Oh, they matter. When you get started, sometimes you think you're the only one there, but you're not. There are so many other people going through the same thing.
Oh,
So
man, I want to go
what
try
did you
that.
think when you heard that Surrey has been named the next great food city, one of 7 in the world? What
Let's
did-
go. We are a collective here. If you've never been
Yeah.
to Surrey, just come, bring friends, bring family. You can literally get anything from here. Yes, I love my food. Yes, I'll say come to Tommy's Jerk all day long. But if I want Korean fried chicken, I can get that, right? If I want rice from any culture, if I want something from South Indian cuisine, if I want something African, if I want something Australian, if I can get something from each one of these cultures, it's amazing. All you got to do is take a look at Surrey and come. You don't necessarily have to come to mine. You just got to come.
I'm
And
going to
once
come
you
to
you'll
yours.
see
I'm
it'll
going to
change
go
your
there.
life, I promise you
This
that.
looks amazing.
There you have it. Come to Surrey, including those of us Vancouverites who seem to think it's very far. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. We're 35 minutes outside the city, and we don't have the crime problem. If you look at the crime index, Vancouver and Langley are actually worse.
I hope we've given you just a taste of what the city has to offer.
There you go. Look at that. I'm going. Well, there you have it. Apparently, Surrey is one of the, if not the, up-and-coming culinary destination in the world. Let me know down below in the comment. I'm going to take these out. Let me know down below in the comments what your favorite restaurant is in Surrey. And tell you what, I'm going to let you include Langley and North Delta and White Rock because, hey, we are all a part of this amazing Fraser Valley community. Please remember to subscribe, and next time I promise it will be a more real estate-based topic. Don't forget to click the like button before you go, and we'll see you in a couple of days.